20-year-old Filipino tennis star Alex Eala has sent Melbourne Park crowds into an absolute frenzy. We'll go live to Ollie Hay.
Alex recently broke into the world's top 40. Take a moment to consider that. Not only is Dubai welcoming her, but they're also laying up the red carpet. Alex is in the same draw as 18 of the top 20 players in the world, making the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships one of the most competitive events for women's tennis this year. Elena Rybakina and Aryna Sabalenka are the greatest in the world. Nevertheless, Alex is receiving a very positive and outstanding greeting in Dubai. She is a 20-year-old Filipino who was ranked 139th a year ago and is still getting used to touring. She is now a bona fide top 40 player entering one of the world's most prestigious WTA 1000 events. That trip was an accident, and we're going to dissect how she arrived here today. However, please leave a comment below before we proceed. Did you anticipate Alex's ascent to the top 40, or did she take you by surprise? Since this is one of the more amazing stories I've discussed recently, I'm sincerely interested. The field is completely loaded in Dubai, so let's start there. We're not discussing a mid-level competition with a small number of elite players. We're talking about 18 of the world's top 20 players in one location. Aryna Sabalenka, the world's top team, is present. There is Elena Rybakina, who won the Australian Open just a month ago. Alex is not a large fish in a tiny pond in this scenario. In women's tennis, she has earned a place at the biggest table. Now, the preparation for Dubai wasn't flawless. In the round of 64 at the Qatar Open in Doha, she faced Czech qualifier Teresa Valenta and lost the match 6-1, 7-6. It was certainly not the outcome she had hoped for. Here's what I always say about tennis, though. It is unlikely that you will win every single match. Whether you're generally heading in the proper way is the question. Additionally, the tendency is extremely evident when examining Alex's past 12 months. The figures are truly outrageous. In a single year, it went from ranking 139th in the world to the top 40. That's a jump of about 100 spots in a year, something that the majority of professional athletes never achieve in their whole careers. The majority of athletes who commit their careers to this sport never place in the top 50. After completing it in a year, Alex continued. Such an increase is not the result of chance. It results from skillful people working hard and seizing the proper chances. And the consistency is immediately apparent when you look at her results. In Auckland, New Zealand, she advanced to the semi-finals. Good competition at the WTA tournament. She then advanced to the quarterfinals in Manila, which was particularly memorable since it was her home tournament and Filipino supporters crowded the stadium to support her. Additionally, there were 3 straight events with semifinals, quarterfinals, and a quarterfinal in Abu Dhabi just last week. That person isn't erratic in their performance. That person has mastered the art of consistently competing at a high level week after week. What distinguishes a true tour threat from someone who occasionally has a strong week is precisely that constancy. Alex wrote on social media following the defeat in Doha, "I'm incredibly appreciative of everyone who always encourages me and the sport. You all inspire me each and every day. Just thankfulness and an optimistic outlook, without any justifications or resentment." She will benefit much from that level of emotional maturity as her career progresses. Many gifted athletes find it difficult to recover psychologically following a difficult defeat. Alex is already demonstrating that she is capable of moving on. She is then going to Dubai, which is commemorating its 26th anniversary this year. The women's draw is now taking place and will continue from February 15th to February 21st. For more than 25 years, this competition has been a regular on the schedule. Top-notch facilities, substantial ranking points, substantial prize money, and international media attention. A player's career path can actually be altered by a deep run in Dubai. Additionally, Alex gets to make her debut there just when she should be quite confident after climbing into the top 40. She is not traveling to Dubai merely to enjoy herself. She isn't going there just to make it through a few rounds and declare herself a winner. She is going there to compete, to show that she is one of the world's top players and to test her abilities against them. Furthermore, there is no reason to question her ability to create some noise. She has already defeated opponents who were thought to be strong favorites. She has already proven that she is capable of winning the major points. Her 2025 schedule alone demonstrates her progress. One of the 4 Grand Slams, the sport's most prestigious competitions, was her debut in the Australian Open main draw. Just getting there is a significant accomplishment. She also won the Melbourne Kooyong Classic exhibition, demonstrating her ability to finish games under duress. She has already earned appearances in quarterfinals and semifinals, a Grand Slam main draw, an exhibition title, and a top 40 ranking before the season is even a fourth of the way over. She has every chance of finishing in the top 15 or even the top 20 if she maintains this pace for the remainder of the year. It's not hype, it's merely math. Beyond the outcomes, however, Alex's story resonates because of how she is welcomed everywhere she travels. Filipino lovers all throughout the world have embraced her as one of their own. When she performs in Manila, the stadium is packed with fans who have come just to see her. The cheering section follows the appearance of Filipino flags in the stadium whenever she plays any place else in the world. Every time she steps onto the court, she must be motivated by that type of fervent support. And now Dubai is enhancing the welcome with its own warmth. That reception is being earned by her. Because she brings publicity, fans, and competitive tennis, tournament administrators want her to attend their events. Dubai made a concerted effort to construct one of the most robust fields in recent history. 18 of the top 20 worldwide because they are serious about their events. Alex is in the draw as a top 40 player who earned her ranking points honestly, not as a wild card or a sneaky qualifier. Consider what the term top 40 really means. On the earth, there are thousands of professional women's tennis players. There are thousands of individuals who devote their entire life to this activity and get up every morning. You are truly among the top 40 in the world if you place in the top 40. The largest competitions are directly accessible to you. You're vying for prize money that might change your life. On tour, you are acknowledged as a legitimate force. Alex is 20 years old and doing all of this. She isn't a seasoned professional who, after 10 years of perseverance, finally made it. She is only now beginning. It's highly likely that her finest tennis hasn't arrived yet. What is her ceiling, then? What does 25-year-old Alex look like if she's already in the top 40 at 20? Grand Slam champion. Top 10, top 5? Those are not absurd inquiries. If she continues to mature at this rate, those are actual possibilities. Her foundation is also not a coincidence. She studied at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain for 6 years. Spending 6 years surrounded by coaches who helped mold one of the greatest athletes in sports history and immersed in an environment that valued perfection. Over the course of a decade or more, she developed the habits, the mindset, and the competitive advantage. The effects of such investment are now visible to us. Not to mention that she won the US Open Girls Championship in 2022, making history as the first Filipino player to win a junior Grand Slam singles title. She became well known throughout the world at that point. However, professional success and junior success are quite distinct concepts. Many junior stars never succeed at the senior level, and the transition from the youth circuit to the professional ranks is difficult. Alex not only figured it out, but she's doing really well. The defeat against the Doha qualifier is merely a matter of tennis. If the circumstances are correct, a qualifier can defeat a player ranked in the top 40 on any given day. What you do next is what counts. After thanking her followers, Alex quickly switched the page to Dubai. That is the mindset of someone who will continue to ascend. Dubai is scheduled for February 15th to 21st, and each victory she achieves increases her ranking points and prize money. At this level of play, she has already demonstrated that she is capable of making it to the quarterfinals. How far she can push it this time is the question. There is a sizable and fervent Filipino population in the Middle East. Therefore, she won't lack support even in Dubai. Fans eagerly want to watch her since she is a well-known figure, a tournament-worthy attraction, and a player. From February 23rd to 28th, the ATP 500 men's event takes over after the women's draw. Alex is riding this wave of enthusiasm and making her debut in Dubai, which is solidifying itself as a major global tennis hotspot. Confidently breaking into the top 40 creates the ideal plot point for all parties. Alex stated earlier this year that this season is all about having big dreams. That's how it should be viewed. Although it's fantastic, the top 40 isn't the end line. Why not the top 30? Why not the top 20? Why not a WTA championship, a Grand Slam quarterfinal, or anything even more significant? Her runs to the quarterfinals and semifinals this season already demonstrate that the game is meant to compete for trophies rather than merely take part in draws. Alex has already shown that she is worthy of being on this trip. She now has the opportunity to demonstrate that to Dubai. That's it. During one of the most prestigious tournaments on the circuit, Dubai is honoring Alex's recent debut in the top 40 worldwide. In 1 year, they went from 139 to the top 40. It's an incredible accomplishment. To ensure you don't miss what happens next, hit the like button and subscribe if you think she's just getting started. And tell me what you think. By the end of the year, how high do you think she will be? The year's end.